Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzy. Watching my channel Mizzy14, and I'm here doing a review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, The Reunion. I'm doing both parts today because I didn't want to do a separate video, so I decided to do two reunions in one part, in one video. And next week will be Love and Hip Hop New York. So I'm trying to get this out the way so New Yorker comes. I don't know if I might do the bi-weekly New York videos instead of doing weekly. So let's stay tuned to that. And let's jump to it. It's like I'm not gonna talk about any fashions. Like I said, when I do reunion videos, I don't talk about anybody's fashions. I'm just gonna talk about what happened, what was said, what was done, and everything. I'm gonna speak from my heart. I'm gonna speak from my what I know from the season, what they discussed, and I'm not gonna really go too much detail of what they said at the reunion because it was basically redundant stuff that was said or kind of explained and maybe a little bit more. But it was like something got resolved. People apologized and stuff, but it wasn't dive deep into the situation that it needed to be. Because a lot of answers was explained during the season, so we didn't really need that much. We really need to do a two-part reunion, but it happened because they need to have come back next week, so they need to fill up the slots. All right, so we start off right off the bat with the A1 Lyrica, Rockstar, Safari, all this mess with the Lyrica, supposedly sleeping around, messing around with different men and all that stuff. And the big major question was, did she sleep with Safari? Safari mentioned in the season that he did not sleep with Lyrica, and he made it clear at the reunion he did not sleep with Lyrica. And I said, damn, you could have said that, but understand what he's saying. That Ray J took it that way and said that he did sleep with him. But I would say if you could have just said that you did sleep with him, you wouldn't give Ray J an impression to come with the situation and come forth with the information saying that you did sleep with him and give him the impression that you stated, that you insinuated that you slept with Lyrica. Now, when he first said that, I was like, what did he confess to? Did he really confess that he slept with her? Did he did something? So I understand. When I first said, I said, oh yeah, he admitted it, but what he admitted it to? What was he admitting to? Okay, he said, I didn't meant to happen. Meant to happen what? The text messages, the sleeping with her, stuff like that. So he said it today. Let's clear the air that he did not sleep with Lyrica, and he said it's Ray J's fault because Ray J brought it out there that he slept with her, and he took the information wrong and it was misunderstood. So it was Ray J's a lie in the part. And Ray J, it is your fault because you did put the information out there that he claimed that he slept with him, but Safari, you ran along with it. Or you could have said, no, I did not did that, I didn't do anything, and just meant to the part. Maybe you did the text messages and stuff, but didn't do none of that stuff. Now, when it came to the point of when Nina asked A1 about the text messages and the pictures and the ceiling blank messages, they don't record. He don't record that information when he sat and he talked to her about the text messages and did you sleep with Safari, and he doesn't record that. He didn't record something else. So I said, okay, that was pointless. But yeah, it wasn't too much with that going on. And then all of a sudden, we get Pam. Pam is like going off at Lyrica, Mama Lyrica. And I was like, what's going on? Because she just flipping off. She said, it's her fault, and it's fault, and it's craziness. I mean, I'm just going to say, Pam and Mama Lyrica is never going to get along. They do not get along. Pam is on her bullshit. She feel that they turned her son against her. Her son is mad at her because of Lyrica, Mama Lyrica. Mama Lyrica is the fault. She's sitting there looking pretty, looking at nothing that. And like she's a bitch, called bitches multiple times. And it was crazy. And Lyrica said that Kimberly is the fault because Safari said it's Ray J's fault, but Lyrica said no, it's Kimberly because she brought this up out there. Because yes, Kimberly did say it and it started this whole new saga story. So it's like, Kimberly said she apologized because when Safari came to report to her, she should have never said anything about that. So she apologized for bringing it up and everything. But her and Lyrica started getting at it. And you know, Kimberly is thinking, K. Michelle Kimberly is off the rocks. She was like, she was too much tonight. She was too comedic. She was K. Michelle. I really see that as K. Michelle. It's like, Kimberly is not Kimberly tonight. It was K. Michelle. So they had to escort Kimberly out the stage because Lyrica's behind the scenes. She was on the stage. She was on the television screen. So, and she's pregnant. She's 7 months pregnant, so like that at the thing. So, she was going to argue. They would say, calm down. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. She can't be going off. You can't keep her stressed and everything, which is true. And later on, it was going on. And yeah, Pam was saying a lot of stuff to Mama Lyrica. Mama Lyrica was saying nothing. She was just sitting there. And Pam was making herself look like a fool. And it just comes about with the Patrice situation, how she brought the text messages, and he said he talked to Patrice about the text messages that happened a long time ago, and she kept that, and that was so messy for her to do say that because it was so long ago. It was not due to the situation, so you fed into it. You could have told her to stop. At the end of the day, A1 and Lyrica is together. They got the DNA test, and he's the father of the baby. So it squashed that. He said no matter what happened, A1 and Lyrica is moving forward. They is not thinking about the past anymore and everything. And I was like, hold up, how, if they're going to approach the fact that Rockstar keeps saying that he slept with your wife, I want to know if they're going to go to that. And they did. And it was like a brief thing. I was like, hold up. But know that A1, how A1 know Rockstar, I can believe what A1 didn't want to pay him any attention because he said he's a cornball. I ain't take him seriously for him doing that. But the him for keep saying that he slept with her, even Lyrica said she was devastated when she found out, when she saw back the tapes that Rockstar was insinuating that he was sleeping with Lyrica. He slept with her. And then Rockstar, he said, whatever he did in the past, in high school, something that it is what it is, I should never set it up to out here and out that. So it was like, I don't think he said he never lied. And I said, just basically say you lied on Lyrica. But he said he didn't lie. So maybe he did something behind in the past, and try to make it seem like it's a part of the situation now. So he brought it up now to be part of the circle. I said, why you bring something if it done in the past in the circle now, so you could be relevant to the scene? I said, no, just say you didn't smash Lyrica now. You didn't have no thing. We cool, we friends and everything. So A1 didn't take him seriously. He didn't take that threat seriously. So he wasn't even paying Rockstar any mind. But Lyrica said she was devastated. But Lyrica says that she and Rockstar are cool. So is that. And I was like, okay. But I was swore he would be a little bit more upset like that. I was like, come on, bro. It's like, but it is what it is. We expected that. So they good. The DNA test is he's the father. They gonna move forward. And then in the midst of it, what Pam keep calling Bobby Lyrica a bitch or stuff like that. And Lyrica said, Pam, you are not invited to the childbirth. I said, hold up. Hold up. Even A1 said, oh, no, Lyrica, that's not right. That's my mom. No, she got to be there. And Pam said, that's cool. What's cool? But I said, no, that's not cool. That's your grandchild, Pam. And this is your A1 first child. So no matter what beef you go with the baby mama and stuff like that, you got to be there for the birth of your first grandchild. Not your first grandchild, because she got one from Lloyd. But A1's child. This is first child. So you want to be there for his first child born. It's your grandchild. It's like, what grandparent won't be there for their grandchildren being born? So it's like, you can't not knock her for being at the child's birth. And I said that's not cool. So I'm glad that A1 said, nah, that's not cool. No matter what you're going through, you cannot say she can't be there. It's like that. Because she said, all that time I'm sitting here and she disrespected my mom, called my mom the bitch, this and that. I'll say, yeah. It is what it is with that. So it's squashed. So hopefully she has a healthy baby. They raise the babies good, and they have, hopefully the families could set aside the differences. But A1 did say that he's not fucking with Patrice. He's not messing with his sister-in-law like that, and he don't care. So I said, oh, end of that. No more of that situation. Alright. But Rockstar said he was being very petty in that situation. So he said he was being petty. So it was like, he didn't meant to say all that, and he didn't meant to say what he had to say about Lyrica because it wasn't true, all that stuff, whatever. But he just was being petty at the moment, and he went on with it. So he admit that he was. So I say, glad gosh, because you is a cornball. It is what it is. Like, alright, so then we get to the Amber Diamond, Shun Love, and Rockstar about why he decided to work with her. Basically, we all know he said he wanted to work with Amber because he thought he could get something. He could smash. And that's basically who was anyway. He said, yo, I saw this good chick and I wanted to smash. But all of a sudden she came out, she wanted to be a single and stuff like that. And the mom came and she bought stacks of money and everything. All that stuff. What we gotta see, Amber Diamond was not offended about what he done. She don't really care. All that stuff. She's so over it. And Rockstar said, Amber Diamond, you should be a model. You look like you be a model. And she said, yeah, I can be one. And he said, why are you shading her saying that Whitney, Mariah, the Amber Diamond? And he said, she said, oh no, you mean Tyra Amber Diamond. I said, yeah, you probably, that's what I understand. A lot of these hip hop models, a lot of hip hop always think they could go to the music stream. But if you want to be entertainment, you got model qualities. You can just do modeling. It's like you can do that part. You can do commercials. You can do videos and stuff. Make money that way. Not everybody could be in the booth and think they could sing and make a hit record. I mean, doesn't mean that you can't make a record or you can't make a one-hit wonder kind of type beat. And people, like now these days, it don't take much to impress people. You got a nice beat. You say something catchy, people gonna like it. Hey, they might go when it might not flourish. It might not be a timeless song, but it could be for the moment, right? So, Sean she said it like that. She didn't like the song. She didn't like she said whatever. But he said, Nina asked her, why did you play the raw vocals? So he said, I know if there was going to be some pop-up thing going on, whatever the mess is going on, I like to show what I did, and they appreciate the work I put into her voice. At the end of the day, Amber Diamond was not offended. She said, whatever, it is what it is. She's going to move on forward, and maybe she might do modeling. So let's just keep it at that. Now, we did get to Apple Watts and Sean Love. And now, I don't know. It seemed like they was beefing, and it was going back and forth. And maybe Apple Watts was like have a lot of hurt in her, so she was lashing out. And Sean Love did seem like he did care. She did care for Apple Watts and everything, and she didn't want Apple Watts to fall off. And I don't know, maybe Apple Watts is feeling a lot of hurt in herself, so she is lashing out. But what we got for is that she did end the business relationship with Sean Love, because in Apple Watts' mind, she makes me like, all right, she dropping all this money on me. She doing this, she doing that, and I can't pay her back, and it's not gonna happen right now. I got kids and I got stuff like that, and a stripper, so I have to strip to get him the money back. I had to do this, I had to do that. And the music's not popping right away so much. So what can I do? So I didn't want to just pay her back all this money. And so I didn't want her to keep spending. And I don't have the money to keep paying her back. So I had to cut the business relationship off. So I won't be obligated to pay her back. And I said, she said, I didn't really care about the money because I care about her. But I said, Amber, and I also feel like the same thing with Apple Watts. I was like, if somebody see something in me, and whatever you had been through the same lifestyle in me, and you say you try to save me, is Apple Watch feel like, oh, you've been the same lifestyle to me, you feel like you want to save a hoe, you want to save a stripper, it's like that. And both Rockstar, A1 said he saw something in Apple Watch, he saw her energy, he liked her vibe and everything, and that's why he wanted to work with her. And she liked the idea of being a strapper. She going to continue with that, and she going to continue with the music. But she cut the business relationship with Sean Love, and they had arguments going back and forth with each other. And I guess it was much more of a misunderstanding, more of Apple Watts hurt. And they told Apple Watts, brave Apple Watts, calm down, just like, woof. Because you can see she was hyped. She was like, oh, I'd rather go to jail and you'll pay you money and this and that, and you like that. I was like, Apple did have me fly. She had me voting. She did have me laughing during the scene segment because she was so animated. But I could tell that she was hurt. So maybe she didn't want too much of the business side with Sean Love. I think her and Sean Love could get it together if they didn't continue this business relationship, and she could be her friend and something like that, help her do it, and not have the side aspect with the business. So maybe because her anxiety is that, yes, she put all this money in, and I had to pay this lady back. So if I'm not making much money, I could get a lawsuit, I could get sued, as a list, I can't do that. So that's what it's called a strain, on top of her feeling in turmoil right now in her life. So maybe that wasn't right at the time, and maybe when Apple Watts get herself together, get more soul searching, once she get more clarity in her life, and she's better grounded, and she fixed a lot of her childhood issues, then maybe she will flourish, and she could be the next strap or whatever and everything or whatever. We can see her more modeling and something like that. But she did mention that she has a shoe line. So I guess if she gonna do her hustle, let her do her hustle. She get exposed, so it will give her kind of leeway into people knowing who she is, following her, maybe by her products because they like who she was at the show and everything. And I hope she come back season 2. I like Apple Watts. Maybe we can see more development for her and everything, and see what it stores for her in this next season if she comes back. All right, then we get to this cornball, freaky ass type, stalker, stupid ass guy, John Watts. And they said about this, we all know that came in 6 years ago. She reached out to him on stuff like that. She wanted to be the father figure. He was playing his role. After all this time, he knew he wasn't a father, but he was letting Apple Watts believe that he was, until they got the DNA test and it's proved that he's 0% the chance to be the father, and he knew about that. Now he tried to come to the reunion and said that he told Apple that he wasn't a father and he could build a relationship. I said, no, you didn't. No, you did not. And don't sit here and try to lie and discredit this girl and make it seem like she is off the chain, off the rocks, because you could use this. Cause I said, first of all, no, nigga, you did not know. Because if you didn't know, she would not come here, brought you on the TV show, make it seem like you was playing the father. After all this long time, she knew that you was not the father. No, she did not know. You was playing it as in the father. You was acting like you know. You acting, making build a relationship with her, and she was basically go along with that. It took the DNA test result. So she said, no, I'm not trying to communicate with her. She said, I was trying to build something with her. I said, why you just not be straight up honest? And you trying to lie and say you was honest? No, you was not honest with her. You was not forthcoming, because if you was, it would not be any misunderstanding, and she would not have you in the show if it was. So she would say, no, he's not my father, so why bring him on the show and embarrass myself, and not knowing that I knew all along that he was my father, going through this whole ass thing. No, so you lying, motherfucker. So sit your ass down. We don't care for your John, whatever, because now you're on national television. Everybody see your ass. They gonna see your fake ass, fraud ass nigga. Oh, sorry, bum. And we know I need to have that. So let's move on. Alright. Monique said a little bit, she figured the things out with AD. And she still loves her. It's still on turmoil, so let's keep her with that. And Rockstar was saying that the whole little thing that she had a panic attack when she was at the booth. Rockstar saying she playing the victim. And I said she's not playing the victim. She said she don't even care what everybody say, and as long as they step in her shoes, then they don't got the fuck to say anything to her. And then they are going back and forth. And Rockstar love to stay arguing with females, but he don't go buck to another guy like that. And I was like, yeah, because with the whole thing with the A1 Liverpool, A1 it was a feeling, he was a feeding into the situation. But if it did get hostile, I don't think he would get down that bulk with A1 like that. Even though he did try to go with Akbar, but that was a crazy ass shit, and they didn't even mention that in the reunion, so I guess that was not necessary. But he was going back and forth with a female, and Kimberly was shutting him down. She said, "You're a cornball. Nobody don't know you. You not VJ. You not A1. You not." She said something. Producer out there, Stevie J. You not none of that. So who the hell are you? And you arguing with a female? That's fucking bullshit. Get the fuck off the stage. Got Rockstar off the stage. I said, Kimberly, you is too much. But she was right. What the hell you arguing with Monique for? Like, really, what the hell you arguing with females? Like, men and females should not be arguing with each other like that. I was like, whatever, leave her alone. Let her scream at you. Just keep it cool. Mind your business, and kept going. But you feel like you had the need to argue with Monique for whatever reason when you knew you was clowning her. All that craziness because she playing the victim. How she was playing the victim? She had a panic attack. She's not playing the victim. Whatever. Alright, so we had a little snippet with the Jay Will and Lil Britney. All we know that Jay Will, he apologized to Britney again because he said he was more frustrated with the situation, not at her, and he shouldn't have said the things that he did, so he apologized. But he said he wanted to perform more and pursue his career. He still gonna have Candy, but he want to try and do more J Will and get his music out there. And notice that he does universal songs, not songs that talk about his sexuality. So it's not too much about what he doing the man behind the closed door. He said it's about the music and the song. No matter who sings it, it's all about the message of the song. So if he could do that, he should be fine. And that was that. And they're cool. And so Lucci said he had misinterpreted one of his performances, but he did appreciate his performance. He did like it. He said you'll be good, you'll make it, and he appreciated that. So J Will appreciates Solo Lucci praising him and everything, and saying by his talent, not by his sexuality. So that was nice. And move on for that. Lil Britney accepted the apology, and she said they're gonna make it good. They're gonna be good friends, and move past that. So that was that. All right. So then we get this Tierra, Akbar, Alejandra, Sade, Paris, and Nicki was in the mix a little bit too, but it wasn't too much Nicki saying too much. This is storyline. Now, this is what I want to say about this, because I'm not going to go into details of what he said. But what he did say, he said he liked to pick women who's broken, who needs his services, and he liked to Captain Save a woman, and everything. And he said he picked women who's broken, who's down and out, who don't have nothing, and I could fix them. I could be her daddy, and all that stuff. I said, what the hell? You want to be her daddy? You want to be her? She said, I don't need that, need that. Now, I'm going to get on you too, yeah, later, because you put yourself in this situation. But I get on you later. But Akbar, I said, who the fuck are you? I said, yes, you may have a good looks, whatever, stuff like that. I don't know what your size. I never see the sex tape, so I don't know what it was and everything. But you's a cornball. But I can't blame him so much if the females is falling into his trap, and females is fixed and it's like accepting it. It's like, how much can you blame him with the females accepting his damn ideology? It's like, come on now, you say you pick one who's broken, who don't have nothing, you can fix them, you can change their life, all that stuff like that. And we got two bimbos, Sade and Alejandra, sitting there acting like it's all cool, and they try to get Tierra into it, and it's like, okay. And they said, what kind of arrangement? They say it's no arrangement. So what is it? Like, he is a guy, Sade's your wife, he got another side, and y'all live in the house together, so y'all somewhat arranged being okay with the situation. So it is an arrangement, and it's like whenever you put it, it's not normal. It is what it is. It's not normal, but if that's what y'all want to do, that's what it is. All right. So she said she met Akbar a year before her rehab. He was charming and everything, and that's when he went the whole time way. He said he saw Tierra, and she knew he was down and out. She was in trouble. She gonna rehab. So maybe he sought Tierra out. He said he could be the next girl that he could fix and bring to his room. He said he didn't really care, love Tierra like that. He just wanted her and her part of this harem, whatever he is doing. And I said, motherfucker. But that's why I get Tierra, right? All right. So this whole thing about this sex tape and all that stuff, because she said the whole deal with the sex tape came out when he texted her. He said someone stole his phone with the video on it and leaked the tape. And she said, what happened? He said, I don't know. All right, Alejandra did say on national television that she did the leaking. Now, when Alejandra was talking, I said, what? See, this is type of bimbo. It's like, you need to train this bimbo before. Now, before I go back, he said something about the broken or stuff. So Nina asked Alejandra and Sade. He said that he picked women who's broken, who need his help, all that stuff like that. Do y'all feel that way? And they both said yes. They had nothing when they came, and they met Akbar. He changed their life. So basically, they proved his statement. So now Tierra, whatever reason she did, she was falling for him, thought she was the only one, but now she found out the truth and then back away from the situation, whatever. But you kept fucking him. So let me go for that. Now, when the whole sex tape came out, when she put the press conference and all that stuff, Alejandra did state it, and that's just that she the one who leaked the tape. Now she coming in and saying that she was sitting right there with Tierra, and Tierra leaked the tape, and she sat right there. So when the whole thing came about, because she said I did that because Tierra don't want to take responsibility for what she has done. So I didn't want Akbar to take the fall for it. So I said I did it so I could go to jail for him, but I would go to jail for him. And he said he would do the same thing for Alejandro. So I said, oh, you know what? Whatever y'all do is what it is, but y'all need to get your act together. So you basically saying that Tierra the one who leaked it, and you were sitting right there as you leaked it, but you the one who said that you had done it. I said, Alejandra, you is not right in your head, girl. Whatever. Okay. And then Tierra said, you're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a heartbreaker. It's like, you're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a deceiver, heartbreaker, and I won't let you back in my life. So I take it, the house, the car, the kids, and the dog. I want it all. You nothing but. I said, girl, why are you quoting the damn song? Why are you quoting the damn song? Because first of all, he not much of that when you kept freaking fucking him every time you get. You kept going back to him after he leaked the sex tape. You kept going back and you say you loved the dick, you know, stuff like that. So it's not much of a liar cheat, because if you knew he was a liar cheat, all that stuff, you wouldn't have kept messing with him. But you kept messing with him. So somewhere along the line, you was liking that liar cheating thing. And I don't like what Freeman does. That it's like, you knew his reputation. You know what's going on. After that first time, yes, he charming. When you find out the facts about him, you just sat there and you sitting there and listening to him, how he doing, what he's saying, he lied, cheating, all that stuff. But you kept going back. So somehow in the longer lines, you didn't care about his lying, his cheating, his deceiver, heartbreaking type of mentality, because you was falling along for it because he got good dick. So if he got good dick, just say he got good dick, is leave it alone. But don't make all the excuses like you the victim, or like you was betrayed in a way because you didn't know all this stuff going on. You may not know about this sister-wife type of situation going on. Now that you find out, but you kept going back to it. So you hurt your case by doing that after you did this press conference and all that stuff. And I'm mad that they didn't really touch more into that, because it was like, yes, here, after everything said and done with the situation, maybe they couldn't talk about this and they edited it out. After everything said and done, when they had the press conference, why these sisters keep going back to him, why you keep hurting your chances of the lawsuit by sleeping with him and continuing on. So I wish they could have talked more, because at the end of the day, with the season, the lot of the story was Tierra and her sex life with Akbar and the A1 and situation like that. So those are the most two scenes should have had the most kind of scenes. Everything else was kind of small and minimal, and was just not much. And maybe the book situation, her messiness in the scene, but it wasn't too much of a major storyline in the season for them to really not even focus, not to let them focus on more of the aspect of the story, because they really cut that off about her continue to see them after the lawsuit. So I was like pissed off why they didn't touch onto that. But I would say you kept going back to this liar. So it's not like you was bothered by it. If you was bothered by it, you would not continue doing it. That's what I'm saying to you. So you say all that, but you kept minding his dick. You cut because you said it was good, and you getting offended when people was calling you out on it. At the end of the day, you did what you did, and that's what it is. So you say you done. Leave it alone. We don't want to hear anything more about this. We don't want to hear that you still sleeping with him after this reunion. If you are, we can't say nothing about you, because you do what you gotta do, and it is you. But don't complain about it. All right. So leave that alone, Tiana. Alright, so then we get Kimberly, and yeah, that's how that come about. It come about with Tierra find that Kimberly was live Instagram live with Akbar and how she feel, and the old lady said they will back for you, we will go fight for you about this, all that stuff about Kimberly. And Kimberly said that she apologized if you feel the type of way that as she went to talk to Akbar, that's not intentions, but she know who he was, all that stuff like that. I don't care, I just want to talk, all that stuff. So Kimberly said, she said she apologized and said with Akbar at the end of the day. But she said no respect to you, because you know we both could fight women, we both from whatever, and we could fight, and we go do this and this, so we know what it is, we know what's up, so we don't need to go through all that extra this and like that. But I sat with him because I know he's a corny, but I would not even deal with him, because I was sleep freaking Sade. I like that dark skin when she's my type, and I would look up and say, I said, damn, Kimberly, no filter. No filter came Michelle. And Sade said, oh, really? I said, y'all ladies need to stop being feed into that. With Bobby, with that, I remember Miami, when Miami Tip, freaking turned that flip on Kiara when she went to confront her about trying to get with Gunplay, and she said, no, I didn't want him, I was trying to get with you, I was trying to get your big booty ass. She said, you wanted me? And she can't walk this thing. I said, girl, she just flipped the whole shit. So it just made it seem like that's what Kimberly did. And Sade was like, you wanted me, girl? Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh. But Kimberly had no filter. She said she let her know she would look her pussies. Like, fuck out of here. I don't want your awkward fucking looking ass. Sade is my type. I would get with that girl before I get with you. So I was like, damn. But she apologized. She said that's cool. They squash that. They don't need to say anything else about that anymore. Now, Brooke says the only regret she had is she hurt anybody's feelings with the process of information when she was given and her business that she was spreading. But she didn't speak any lies about what's going on, and she just said what she had to say. So she didn't mean to do that because she just friend or fun, whatever for her. And they did mention about the Nikki and the Solo Lucci, and she said she felt kind of shade that Nikki was saying they had a threesome when they never have an editor to have a threesome. She kind of thought it was shaded to her. So when I was like, saying the threesome is like a generic statement. Every time I know somebody play never have a ever, they always go into the sexual thing. They never make it in general. Every time sex topics go off, threesome is always the number one question that people will throw out there and the freaking never have a ever. And I know most people have done it. And I'm saying everybody, most people have done it. So that's not something that is like a jab towards her. But I guess she felt like it was a jab towards Brooke. So Brooke made a jab back and say that she never had something with Solo Lucci. And Solo Lucci had a little... Nikki and Solo Lucci had to go back and forth. He said he smashed. She said you never smashed and all that, whatever. Like Tierra was right there, and Tierra said she never saw a dick of pussies, whatever. I don't know. She said she didn't see a dick of pussy. So we don't know who's telling the truth. So she said he did. She didn't do it. So let's keep it like that. There was no resolution behind that. We don't know if they done it, and somebody did it or not. But so go back with the sex tape. We still don't know who leaked it because it's still kind of in the air. She said it to protect Akbar. Akbar said she didn't do it. She said, I just say Tierra do it. So we don't know who really leaked it at the end of the day. They never resolved that. So they left that alone. I said, oh, gosh. Alright, so we get to this whole little thing with Marcus, right? Not really. It was too much. Brooke said Mark needs to stop playing with her. It was like, what is what it is. Like, you know, he wasn't going nowhere. I got the ring, and he bought the ring, and he know he was trying to play with me. So no, trying to play. It is what it is. You gonna be my husband. It is what it is. And it looked like Marcus knew that Brooke was gonna be the one, because he liked the crazy ass Brooke, so he was not going anywhere. So it's like they didn't do the marriage, but they got engaged. So hopefully they flourish, and they could prosper with each other. Yeah, he said he didn't care about the booby situation. He didn't care. He didn't really care for him popping up. He didn't really even thought about why he popped up at the thing. He didn't really care if Paris dropped the pen. He didn't know why he was showing up at the first place, so he didn't really give too much thought. And he said what, you popping up somebody's event, try to fight me for something. It's like, whatever. So, and I would say, yeah, that's true. Why you gonna go to somebody's event and try to approach him about his fiance? It's like, where were you? And Brooke said she never reached out to Booby like that because Booby's thing is, he hear things about Brooke. He will call her and say, why you haven't told me, why you not calling me and telling me like things. She said, I would not go call you about things that going on via Marcus, especially how I know how you and Marcus, the history between you and Marcus. Once you understand that, it's like, it seems like Booby did want Brooke as more as the friendship tip. Even though the last season they did play that little thing, but they stopped it. But because she was hurting for Marcus, so she was trying to hurt him back. But I don't think Brooke really cared for Booby like that in that kind of level. She really wanted Marcus. So it was more a friendship for Brooke, and Booby wanted more. But I guess he moved on. So if she's not calling you about Marcus because she didn't want to tell you about Marcus because she know you and Marcus not getting along like that, so why she would betray that? So Brooke got some kind of loyalty, and then you saying that Marcus got Brooke on lockdown. I said, swear. It seemed like Brooke was all free to roam what she was doing. She wouldn't even get through much trouble if she was on lockdown. And Brooke said, I wish Marcus did lock me down because, will you lock me down, Marcus? He said, no, I ain't gonna do that. I was like, see, he not locking her down because he know Brooke is gonna do what you gotta do. So Brooke was not locked down. And maybe she was. She probably wouldn't did half the shit she was doing this season. She said that. So I was like, Booby, get your ass. You don't know what you're talking about because Brooke was not even locked down by Marcus. And yeah, so then we get this one-on-one scene with Oh, they did talk about the wig throwing and all that craziness, and she said she knew that her daughter hair was loose, so she took the wig and threw it at her because she didn't have nothing, and she wouldn't have been down her shoes and trying to throw that all that stuff. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, she's Marcus and Amber said they was cool, they friends, they knew each other. It was nothing sexual, it was nothing further than that, and it was nothing to be ashamed of. And it was like, okay, it is what it is. It was nothing else. And I said, oh, we squashed that. And then we get the one-on-one scene with Kimberly and Paris because they want to hash that thing out. So all the cast members they left, and it was still the same thing. It was nothing resolved. All we got is that Kimberly was going to sue Paris for throwing a drink at her and stuff like that. She said, nah, I'm not going to sit here 2 days after my surgery, and I just came to this because they filmed that scene 2 days after she got out. So she had to film that scene, so she probably still kind of stole whatever she was doing. And she said she do the drink, so you're not going to disrespect me and you steal my money and you want to hit me? No, you going to get sued. I'm going to do play it right. They're going to be fighting, all that stuff like that. So it was what it is. She said, it's the principle. You stole my car, you stole my money, everything, and you lying on stuff, and whatever you got to do. I raised you, I helped you, I paid you rent, I did all that stuff. You living with me was cool. And she said, you raised me, you took me, you all that stuff. She said, I was with K Michelle and stuff like that. I'm Keisha Cole, and like I had somebody, all that stuff. So nothing resolved. Kimmy left the stage. Paris took her side. She said, all this long time, all this long time, it was only $50, $50. Now on the Sunday, she got this thing, it said $300, all that stuff. At the end of the day, Paris said she gonna pay her $300 back and they gonna leave each other alone. So hopefully she pay her money back, leave it alone. Cause I would pay her like that. I said, how much I owe you? Boom, 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 and they leave it alone. And it's what it is. It's like, come on, we don't have to keep going through all that. Paris, you say you're not broke, you good. Pay her this girl her money and just leave it alone and just move on. Alright, so Kimberly did her song Save Me. It was a nice little song. And I like it. I will probably go on YouTube and listen to the song again in studio version. If I like it, I might download it because it did sound nice. Called Save Me. It's like you didn't do much for me. You were doing all this stuff to break me, but you wasn't ever to save me. So it was like you was there pretending, but I didn't save myself. And you wasn't there to save me, so I gotta save me. So that's what she's saying. So I was nice. That was a nice little song. And then it ended. Ray J and Princess said they were gonna have a little baby for baby Melody. So that it could be another sibling for Melody. I don't know. Ray J, Safari said he looking for love, so he don't really care about all that stuff. I said Safari always stay looking for love. Stop entertaining these freaking low ass basic bitches. Get somebody who could love and who could be there for you, or you be there for them, and stop being a cool boy because you not a player. Stop trying to act like you are. So I was that, and it wasn't too much. Oh yes, Moniece and Princess, be two grown women, adult, how you a grown adult should handle. Both apologized to each other. And it was funny, it's like Monique said, well, when I'm in my space right now and how I am right now, I'm thinking about it, I do want to apologize to Princess because there's no way, shape, or form should have ever entertained the idea of hurt an unborn child. That's not normal. And they apologized. She said, I want to apologize for even doing that because I didn't want to put you in harm's way. So Princess accepted that. She said, accept the apology. And Princess said she apologized to Monique as well because she know how she feel about her motherhood. And she said now she's mother. Now she understand how if somebody could attack your motherhood, so they will snap. And now Princess is a mother, so she know that if somebody going to talk about her child, she gonna go off the wall. Any woman gonna go off the wall for their kids. So now she know how Monique feel when somebody say about her motherhood. So they hug it out, and then when Princess, and I think Monique got up and trying to hug her, and Princess got a hug. Oh, the security said, hold. I was like, what the fuck? They apologized, so it was not hostility. So what the hell y'all in between trying to separate them for? It was a hug. Everybody said, I was like, they was not gonna fight. So I was like, why the hell all the security was so freaking scared trying to hold them? I was like, what the fuck? They about to hug, so it wasn't. Y'all didn't get any hostility from that exchange between those two. So what made you think that she was gonna get up and fight? It's like I was like, it was so funny. But they hug it out. They appreciate. They said they apologize to each other. Princess made up with Brandy and Sonia. Sonia was in the back taking care of Melody. So they cool now. And basically that's it. And that was the reunion. Hollywood was okay season. Everything. I'm looking forward to New York. They said they're gonna make it Go back to the basics. Go back to how the beginning. Because they say last season was was the lowest rating season. So they had to shake it up. So a lot of the cast members were thrown out. So I heard they don't have Mariah Lynn. They don't have Brittany. They don't have Bianca. They don't have Dream Doll. Some other people is left out. I think Kimbella Jewels is coming back. We have Jewels and wait, no, I'm saying them all. Yeah, Jewels and Kimbella is coming back. We have Joe Budden and Sin Santana. We have Mano and his girl is here. We still have Rich gonna be in the season. We still have Safari gonna be there. We still gotta have Juju. We have Yandy is gonna be there. We still have Mimar and Papoose. We have Anais is back again because we saw the trailer. She's gonna be in there. Jonathan. So we'll see, and we'll see about this. Seems like in the trailer a little bit we see that Yandy is like she took in and adopted a foster care type of child, and me and Daisy's mother didn't like that. She said you don't know much about her, and they brought a friendship bond and crazy. And Yandy and Kimbella is going at it, and we were trying to see what's much going on with Sin Santana and Joe Budden. We're going to see what's much going on with Mano's situation, how Joel's. We're going to see much. So hopefully, if they did, brought it back, take it back to the basics, brought back veterans of the cast and all that stuff, and make the season pop, I'm going to hear for it. I think I'm going to do a bi-weekly reviews of Love and Hip Hop New York. So look forward to that. And I see y'all later. Peace.